Hey Ben, you're sitting on my phantom quartz.
Hello everyone, this is Kim, and today we're going to be talking about various quartz formations. There are so many different ways in which quartz grows, and they have different styles about them, different things that make them different from one another. So we're going to talk about a few of them. There are so many and I only have a handful, but let's get started. So we're going to start off in the back with geodes. And so geodes are very, very common. Kids love to, or big and little kids love to take the geode and, knock it with a hammer to open it up and see the crystal goodness inside. So this is a geode, and geodes are really great just to put out in your space. Some are much more interesting than this plain quartz one. You put out on a stand. They're fun to look inside. You can use this for meditation. So those are geodes. And they come in quartz, or they'll come like with agates. You'll see a lot of different kinds of agates. Sometimes there'll be a little calcite inside. All right, so then the next we have are clusters and druzes. Clusters have bigger points usually. It's a group of crystals all growing from the same base. The druze might be a little different in terms of, a lot of times you'll see that it has the rock matrix on the bottom, though not always. But you just kind of see a little bit of a difference in the way that they grow up. Like, the Druzes are usually a bit more flatter, have smaller points. But sometimes the terms will be used hand in hand. So this is considered a druze. This is more of a cluster, quartz cluster. This is a smoky quartz cluster. Beautiful. And then you have the heat treated or heat baked citrine. So you can see the difference, right? Let's see. We see a lot of the small amethyst ones. Druze. And I quickly want to talk about Druzy. I'm just trying to get it to show up. It doesn't really want to show up. So Druzy is the little sparkles, the little crystals that grow on the outside of crystals, a little like shimmery. It's a little covering of crystals that's sometimes found on the outside. It makes it shine and shimmer, beautiful sparkly goodness. I don't know if that's really showing up, but a lot of times you'll see it on all kinds of different crystals, and you'll hear the term druzy. Here you go. This is a Laguna agate that has lots of druzy on it, a little sparkle. I love that. It's so pretty. It just makes the crystals shine and shimmer. And I have these gorgeous clusters, quartz clusters. Really, really pretty. There's like bridges in here. There's all kinds of stuff. I know there's like some time links and things. We'll talk about those in a moment. But just some beautiful clusters. Just a little show and tell. Gorgeous. And red quartz. So you'll see all these different kinds of clusters, right? And beautiful amethyst. I think I showed that one already. So then let's talk about Burr crystals. There's no base. So the crystals just kind of grow from the inside out. Crystal points growing from the center all the way around, all the way out. So they represent unlimited possibilities. And it's great for holding during meditation or putting out in your space. And beautiful Burr crystals. And then you have the Elestial. The Elestial oftentimes comes in the smoky quartz, clear quartz, or amethyst. And they have this irregular point formation, which can resemble this crocodile-like skin with many layers. They often have an etching. I'm not sure if this one has, yeah, there's like etching on the side. You see that right in here. So there'll be this etching, and they represent spiritual transformation. They're said to have a very high vibration, great for dream work and meditation. Beautiful. Next we have Isis quartz, which have a five-sided symmetrical face, and the two top facets are longer than the bottom. So you see the top, these are longer, then there's the side there, and then across, you see that? So I'll insert a picture just to make it show up better. But Isis crystals are said to hold a divine, feminine, loving, goddess-like energy. Also a sexual energy. They're used to balance the masculine and feminine and enhance feminine energies. So here's another one. This one shows up better. So it's like triangular, but then it has the extra sides there. So it's 5 on the face. This one has a time link, and we'll talk about those in a moment too. All right, so next we have a penetrator, and I hope this is going to show up. So a penetrator is a smaller crystal termination penetrating the body of the main crystal. And let's see. If it's going to show up. Can you see that? So here's the 1 point. And it's going inside in here. I don't know if you can see it. But that's when it's going inside the crystal. So it's penetrating the crystal. Very, very cool. And it symbolizes going within to find answers, to clear away blocks, get to know oneself on a soul level. This one also has a rainbow. It's gonna show up. Not gonna. It doesn't want to show up, but it does have a rainbow. Hopefully, some of the other ones will show up. They're beautiful rainbows. So that's a penetrator. And then you have a dolphin, and I only have one little dolphin. A cute little dolphin. Hello, little dolphin. That's when you have the smaller one kind of riding along on the bigger one. It's all about fun and protection, kind of like a motherly instinct, teaching and nurturing. So it's also called a baby. So it's either a dolphin crystal or a baby. Right? Because it's kind of like hanging on there, riding alongside, going for a little joy ride with the mama. So that's the dolphin crystal. And then we have record keepers. So there's different kinds of record keepers, and they're said to be the doorway to knowledge. I haven't had experiences with the record keeper. I have a couple record keepers that like seriously talk out to me, that call out to me, and this is one, and I'll show you in just a minute. But I haven't really personally had any experiences with record keepers in terms of accessing some grand knowledge. But a regular record keeper is a raised triangle, and it points upward. It's said to access universal knowledge and past information. I, believe it or not, don't have any regular record keepers. This one, sort of. If I can get the camera to focus. It was on, I think it's on this side. There you go. You have raised record keepers. Like a ruby record keeper. Another ruby record keeper. Beautiful, right? They're raised, pointing upward. And then you have the Trigonal record keeper, which is an upside down triangle sunken into the faces. And I'm going to show you my beautiful one in my smoky quartz. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. Look at that. And when you look at that with a jeweler's loupe, it actually looks like a pyramid inside. It's just amazing. And this one always calls out to me, but I haven't really connected with it yet, but I keep trying. I think working with record keepers, it can take a long time. It takes patience and a lot of meditation. So you have these, and they're actually pretty rare, and they're very personal information about past and even future. And some say they were placed here by Lemurians or Atlanteans for us to access this knowledge. So those are record keepers. Let's see if I have a few other examples. At one point I found a lot of trigonal record keepers in amethyst. There's another one right there. Oh, so look, this has other this has the regular record keeper too. See it? Oh, I don't want to point. But right next to the trigonal are two regular record keepers. The raised kind. So this is actually a cool piece. You know, looking good lighting, you got to move it around a little bit and see whether you can find your record keepers. Let's see, what is next? Next we'll talk about activation quartz or time links, which is a seventh face, which has a parallelogram, and it's slanted to the left or the right. If it's slanted to the right, let's see, if it's slanted to the right, it's considered a future time link. Where are you? There you go. See that? That's considered a future time link, and it's said to hold information about the future. And then the opposite of that is the past time link, which slants to the left, and that is said to hold information about the past. Here's a really good one with the past. Ooh, this baby's heavy. That's huge. You see that? It doesn't want to show up. It's right in there. And that is a huge past time link. Come on, baby. You don't want to show us? There you go. Beautiful past time link. And I know I have a big future one too. Here's a big future one. See that right in here? Okay, so you'll find those in a lot of your different quartz. And also, let's look at windows. So here's a window, and a window is a seventh face. It's shaped like a diamond. So you see the diamond? Thank you for showing up for us today. And it's supposed to represent the window of the soul, like looking into the window as if you're peering into the deepest aspect of self. You can place it on your third eye. You can put on your heart chakra, hold it in your receiving hand, or use for scrying. And I have a really beautiful one right here. So that's a little one, but look at this one. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. So those are windows. Now, you know, they say that if it's slanted just a little bit, I have one, like this one kind of looks like a window, but if it's slanted just a little bit, then it's considered an activation quartz. I mean, it's really close. All right. And then you have ET crystals. See, in ET crystal, it has the main point, and then it has little points down at the bottom. little extras. So ET meaning extra termination or extraterrestrial. Some say that it's really great for astral travel or out of this world type of meditation. This is actually a Lemurian ET crystal. I know, very cool. And you can use it like a double terminated point, or you can use it for astral travel or meditation. Okay, so let's see. That's that, and I do have this little shovel point. It's just a point that's a little bit flatter, and you can use it like in terms of for energy work to scoop out energetic debris. Okay, I don't know if you can tell that it's just flatter, like a shovel. And next we have trigger crystals, and trigger crystals just have this like little extra little crystal sticking out the side. They're usually very small like this, and it said that if you rub it, you can activate the crystal so it has greater energy. I find it just very relaxing. It helps to get into more of a meditative state. This is a double terminated trigger crystal, and double terminated are great. They come in all kinds of sizes, and sometimes they're cut and polished, or they're natural. I love the natural ones. They're really great for meditation and body layouts, and they're so great for chakra work, for placing in between the chakra to get the energy flowing. They're great for putting in a crystal grid, also for jewelry, amplifying energy. So remember that the energy flows in the direction of the point, so this is going to have energy going out both sides, so that's really cool. Then you have, so I have one, I don't have that many, just a few, just enough to have, so like, you know, place it on the body. Then you have regular points. I don't really have any regular points out, but let's just take one of these. You have your regular points, great for grid activation, great for energy flow. If you want the energy to flow out of the body, place the point facing away from the body. Okay, so if you want to get the energy out, you're going to place it this way if your body's here. If you want the energy to flow in, you're going to have the point facing you. All right, so that's basically how you work with points. And I have a whole video on how to work with points and a separate one on how to work with wands if you want to check those out. And then you have lasers. So I have lasers back here, and laser is a tapered wand. They're a tapered crystal point in which the base of the crystal is fatter than the tip of the point, and it kind of gets thinner as you go up. And lasers are great because they like laser, they give you laser point energy. And so they're really, really great for activating crystal grids, repairing energy leaks or blockages, or directing energy, if you want to be very specific. This is a Dow laser wand. And I'm going to show you some Dows in a minute. This is a Diamantina laser wand. So you can see how these would work really, really great for when you're doing energy work, when you want to be very precise about what you're doing. Next, we're going to talk about rainbows. Now, rainbows come in a lot of quartz. They're formed by the internal fractures inside the crystal. So if you take your quartz outside and look, you're going to find a lot of rainbows, and they're just so gorgeous. Natural lighting is definitely the best, and rainbows bring out joy and happiness, which makes them just a fun crystal to have. They represent that the storm has passed, and they also are great for inner child work, and they work on all chakras, and they're just so beautiful. I don't know. This one has just such a gorgeous rainbow. I could never capture. There you go. Isn't that just stunning? I mean, it's just so beautiful. Love it. There's a rainbow in here. Really nice rainbow in here. Beautiful. And I know there's one in my Tibetan. There you go. It's so hard to capture, but you get the point. So rainbows show up, and like this one, I didn't even know this one had a rainbow until when I was getting this all ready to do the video. I was like, oh, this has a rainbow. I didn't even know. This cube has a really nice rainbow. So cool. And so next we have twins. And twins are two crystals that grow together. They have the same base. And if the crystals are equal in length, they are considered tantric twins. So this is pretty much as close to a tantric twin as I'm getting here because I don't really have twins. This is a smoky citrine. And you see they're growing up together. This one's just a little shorter. And then the tantric twins are more of the romantic type of crystal, more emphasis on romantic relationship or twin flame connection. Regular twins can be any kind of relationship, you know, family, friends, including romantic love. Here's another one. Okay, so I don't really have a whole lot of twins. This is a Lemurian twin. This kind of looks pretty tantric too, right? See, I didn't even realize that. And this was a twin, but let's see if I can. We don't have the whole thing. It's missing the other half. That's so sad. It would have been a really nice twin. So those are your twins. And I almost forgot to mention that twins are great to work with. You can meditate with these crystals on the heart chakra or in the left hand to establish that heartfelt connection, or combine with other crystals, like other love crystals, such as a rose quartz or rhodochrosite or anything along those lines, pink tourmaline, to enhance that love felt connection. All right, so let's see what else we have. I have some candle quartz here, and I just put this in here. Candle quartz, also pineapple quartz. It looks like candle dripping. This is a really good one to show. Great for Atlantean knowledge, Akashic records, unity, oneness, raising consciousness. So it has the main point, and then like dripping candle waxy look to it. There's another one that's a really good, has a really nice clear point. Kind of pineapple-y too. It's also called pineapple quartz. All right, and this is a double terminated one. So that's candle quartz. I love candle quartz. I have a big collection. I have more than this. I just put out a few. Next we have phantoms, and I love phantom crystals. They have this growth pattern or ghost-like image inside the crystal. So cool. Thank you for showing up for us right away. Didn't have to work hard on that one. They are great to work with in terms of seeing your own development, your spiritual growth over time, and to tap into your ancestry or soul to identify patterns. And they represent new heights, setting goals, and growth. And you'll have different kinds of phantoms. They can have, depending on the inclusions. So this one is gorgeous. Let's see. And I have a Lemurian phantom. You see that in there? I'm going to pop a picture in because I have a really good picture of this one. This one is just amazing. It looks like a building inside. There, you see it? Oh, gosh. And they're great to meditate with by either holding in your receiving hand, your left hand, which is associated with the heart, or place on the heart chakra, or you can place above the crown chakra with the point facing upward. Stare into the crystal, shifting your consciousness into the crystal to pick up on any images or sudden knowing or messages. So your phantoms will depend on what the inclusions are. So sometimes, lithium, you'll see some lithium in there, or you can see a chloride phantom. So there's different kinds of phantoms. Next, we have channelers and transmitters. Now, the channeler is a 7 by 3 formation where it has the main face has 7 sides, and then the opposite side has a triangle. So here is a channeler. So it's got 7 sides on this face, and then the back has a triangle. And these are so great for crystal grids. But let me just show you. Here's another channeler. So 7 sides on the main face. And the back has the triangle. And I have a smoky quartz channeler. I think you get the idea. I think they're pretty common. Okay. And then you have what's called a transmitter. And a transmitter is a 7 by 3 by 7 formation. So it has a big in the main face. It's going to be hard to show up because it's not clear. Is a triangle. And then it has on either side a 7-sided face. That's not it. Where is it? Here it is. So it has the triangle, and then each side has a 7-sided face. And they're usually pretty symmetrical. And that is a transmitter. And they're both very similar in how you can work with them. So you can connect with your higher self. You can do the, angels, guides, divine energies, and so on. They act as a channel for receiving information. The number 7 represents seeking truth and knowledge, and 3 represents the concept of the Holy Trinity, the Ascended Masters, and manifestation. And they're really, really great to put out in crystal grids, and also just to put out in your space. I find them to be like the best center anchor stone in crystal grids. That's what I use them for the most. If you have smaller ones, you can also place it like on your third eye or your crown chakra or your heart chakra to channel information. So really cool. So the channelers, I have quite a few channelers. Oh, here's another transmitter. Oops. Forgot to show this one. Sorry. This is a citrine transmitter. So you have the triangle, and then 7 sides, and 7 sides. So that is the transmitter. This one shows up better. And then you have Dow crystals, and Dows are really hard to find. They're pretty rare, and they have this 7 by 3 by 7 by 3 by 7 by 3 formation. And again, with the 7 representing truth and knowledge, and 3 representing Holy Trinity, Ascended Masters, and manifestation. So the 7 sides represent the channeler aspect, and the 3 sides is the transmitter part. They're very personal crystals. You kind of will find them when you're ready. So I've had some crystals just pop up and show themselves to me as Dows that I didn't even know was a Dow. This is one of them. This one blew me away. So here's a Dow. 7 by 3 by 7 with that rainbow, which I didn't know was there either, by 3 by 7 by 3. Okay. This one I did not know was a Dow either. It just blows me away when I realize it. Like, I was searching for Dows, I didn't even realize I had them. So 7 by 3 by 7 by 3 by 7 by 3. I mean, this piece is just stunning with the window. Alright, so these are Dows. Here's a Dow with a rehealed base from Arkansas. So 7 by 3. I'm not going to go all the way around, but very cool. Another Dow. Okay, and that goes all the way around. So those are Dows. They're, like I said, they're very personal crystals. I also should mention that Dows are also called trans channelers, just FYI. So now I want to show you a somewhat generator. I do not have a generator. I do not have a natural generator. They're really hard to find. All right, so this is as close to a generator as I can come. And a generator has 6 equal faces. When you look at it from the top, they will look the same. This is pretty darn close, but you could tell it's kind of flat. So it's not quite a generator, but you know, it works for me. This is a natural citrine generator wannabe, okay? But that's what a generator is. And this is a natural one. You can find them cut and polished all over the place where they're, you know, they cut them to have the perfect facets. And they're great for crystal grids. They're great for just directing energy right up and out. All right, so perfect for crystal grids or putting out in your space. So that's a generator, and I have a little Seer Stone, grade 4 scrying, looking inside. They'll come in, I've seen them in amethyst or rose quartz, or they're also called Ema stones, so or Ema eggs rather. So you can use them for rebirth or opportunities, mostly for looking inside, great for daydreaming. You can do this like as a window of the soul type of exercise as well. And that's something that is really a fun thing to try, is to shift your consciousness into your crystal. It doesn't have to be quartz, it could be any kind of crystal, but shift your consciousness inside. It's just a matter of looking at the crystal and imagining you're inside the crystal, and it's like you're in this whole other world and looking around. So really cool. These are just a few of the quartz formations that are out there. Again, there's so many more I just don't have examples of. But as I gather more, I will certainly share. I'll make another video when I have a chance or when I have more to show. So thank you for joining me. Let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite quartz formation? Have you had any interesting experiences working with the various quartz formations? I would love to hear all about it. All right, everybody, thank you again. And as always, you have a blessed day. Bye.